things have been kind of hectic this week, and between thunderstorms and work week and so on and so forth, you just gotta have to bear with me. I am the winner of the video response wars this week because nobody entered, and if nobody enters by Sunday, I'll be the winner once again by default. But I want to talk to you, Chante, for a moment. First of all, I have seen your new channel, how you're doing all these vlogs, and I also wanted to wish you congratulations on your success in getting partnered with YouTube. I'm sure you'll enjoy that. The thing about me vlogging is that I really don't live an exciting life. I mean, half the time I'm falling asleep at my keyboard, or I'm off at work, or I'm paying bills, or I'm cooking, or studying. I mean, my gosh, if you've watched any of my videos, you know how much I read textbooks. It's just not really an exciting enough life for me to do a massive vlog all the time. And that wouldn't be fair to my audience. So, just not my cup of tea to do vlogging. Maybe if my life gets a little more exciting, maybe then. But to be honest with you, I live in a rather boring town. Okay? It's not a bad town. It's just boring. And it's nice to feel safe. You don't feel like you have to have armed guards at your door all the time. But on the other hand, we don't exactly have Six Flags. We don't have Disneyland over here. So it's one of those things where there's kind of a trade-off. You have a boring life, but you feel safe. There you go. I will tell you a story. One of the things I enjoy going to Sonics. Okay, now I don't have a Sonics in my town, but there is a town not too far away that does have a Sonics, and I love their food. I really do. Unfortunately, with age, and I've had some illnesses, especially the last year or so, I'm not able to eat everything off their menu anymore. It's not their fault. It's just, that's what happens when you get old. Age sucks, okay? It really does. The older you get, the less you're able to do, and it really sucks. But anyway, I still enjoy Sonic food, and whenever I get a chance, I do go to Sonic's and I do eat their food. So, yes, I enjoy it very much. It may not always agree with me, but I enjoy it a whole heck of a lot. But there was one time, 99% of the time when I go to Sonic's, I get real good service, so on and so forth. But this one particular time, I did not. And it was a half an hour, and they still didn't serve me, so I ended up having to go to another restaurant to get something to eat. I called the corporate office, they sent me a free meal, everything went fine after that, and I still go to Sonic's. Do I change my experiences just because of one bad experience? Of course not. It's just the same way with my channel. I had a whole bunch of teenagers get on my channel one time, and they were telling me how boring I was, and maybe I am boring. But did I stop posting videos because of that? Did I take my channel down? Did I change how people send me comments, so on and so forth? Absolutely not. Just because I had a bad experience doesn't mean I changed everything. And the way I figured it is they were going to win if I changed. And I will tell you that if I saw, let me put it to this way. If I saw my best friend being pummeled by some street thug, do you think I'm going to stand by and do nothing while this kid is being pummeled? No. If I'm seeing my best friend being pummeled by some street thug, I'm going to do whatever I can to get my best friend away from him so he doesn't get pummeled anymore. I'll be the first to say that I don't just go up and attack people. That's just not my way. I have been bullied too many times to know that you just don't start trouble. If you don't start trouble, usually there won't be any trouble, and that's the way I am. I try desperately not to start any trouble with anybody. However, if somebody starts trouble with me, I feel I have a right to defend myself, and if one of my friends is getting picked on, shouldn't I try to help them get out of that situation as best as I possibly can? Of course. Of course. So, it's not that I ever start anything, it's just that some people just like to start things with me, and you know what? I don't like getting picked on. That's just not my way. Recently, I had a friend of mine pass away, and it's sad to say that his family I don't know exactly what they had made in the line of arrangements. They don't have a tombstone for him and whatever, and that's kind of sad, and that really made me upset. It felt to me like they were trying to erase him as if he had never existed. I know that's probably not what they did, but that's how it felt to me. This kid doesn't even exist at all, and it really impacted me enough to say, you know, I don't want to be erased. I really don't. I've just always felt like it feels bad when I'm getting ignored. Now, I'll tell you, I was in a store, and I was a dumb idiot. I was standing there at the line. There was a person in front of me. I was waiting for them to check out so I could be the next one in line. And I started reading a magazine. I had not even noticed that this person had finally finished checking out, and there was a person that had come up behind me. And here I am reading this beautiful article, and this lady starts going, excuse me, I didn't even know that I had been ignoring her, and I felt so bad about that. But I really had. So I apologized to her right off the bat, and I put the magazine down, and I finally got my stuff checked out. But the point was, I understood how aggravated she was because she had been ignored. And I certainly don't want to ignore anybody. I really don't. It would make me feel bad if somebody had been ignored just because I got busy or something like that. That would really make me feel bad. So I try my best not to ignore people, especially if they make a video and they talk to me and they tell me what they're thinking. I try my very best not to, even if they leave me a comment, I try not to ignore them, because I tell you what, that would make me feel awful. Okay, so that's just, you can't change other people, but you can put behaviors inside yourself that causes you to not display behaviors that other people do. And there are people that just simply ignore other people, and I'm sorry they do that. But I try to make myself better by making sure I don't ignore people when they send me a comment, when they send me a video response, when I meet them in person. I do my very best not to ignore them, because I know how that feels. And I would not want them to feel what I feel. And it's kind of one of those, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. So, as the kind of person I am, because I don't like being ignored, I do my very best not to ignore other people. And that's just me. Just good lessons. So, I know I've kind of really been talking a lot. I will tell everybody I have ordered Windows 7 Ultimate. It is on its way. As soon as it gets here, I'm going to show everybody how to install Windows 7 Ultimate into a computer, and you'll be able to see that live. Well, maybe not live, but at least you'll be able to see it in my videos. And I know I've been talking too long, so I will tell you more in a future video. Stay tuned.